to sit it out, understanding when the market is consolidating, and be still. So I want to go over a few plays today. I've seen a lot of posts popping on Facebook. Oh, turn $60 into 1,000. We watch, $20 turn to 1,000, 6,000. All of these numbers. So I wanted to come on and show you guys so you don't get tripped into it. One, make sure you have enough capital to be able to do it. What's the ticker and how to trade it. So again, people get misconstrued on what to do, how to trade it, what went on. So one, I'm going to cut my indicators off so you can look at the market today. I'm going to cut everything off actually. And we're going to come back over here to SPY. So I traded SPY today. I did not get into SPX and I was being chicken. But if I look at the chart today, you can see the first move was down. I gave the signal inside of Discord and I did it by my GTS system. And that's a guided trade system. So when I give a signal inside of my Discord, I don't just tell them, hey, go take a put or go take this particular strike. I'm leading them to exactly where the market is going. So let me break down and show you guys that. As you guys are stepping in, let me know where y'all are checking in from. If you're from the Discord, if you're just new here, let me know your city and state. I know it's pretty late, but again, I think you needed this information before going into trading tomorrow. So I just had to hop on and go ahead and give it to you. So let me show you guys how I broke down the trades for today. So if you didn't catch the morning play, you were a little late because you tried to get it after. And sorry for you, it just wasn't there anymore. So you can see here at 9:42, I'm showing them where we're getting to. This is my, the goal line is my VWAP. This is my 50. This is my 200, the green line. And this nice little lilac purple line is my 400 MA. Now, those that hadn't been working with me, you can see the price action of SPY. They were like, hey, what are we looking at? And I'm showing you the direction. Once we close below that 200 MA, we were going to hit or head down to that 400 MA level. So this is one of my scalpers inside of the group. And you can see we're continuing to break down time over time. So I'm giving them the heads up. Hey, we're getting that break. Got into it. I got into a 769 put. I could have went 770, but I didn't want this thing to chop up. So we're watching it fall, getting that level. This definitely got them their dirty 30. They could have been out in about 40 minutes to get 30% on the return. I held it a lot longer. I thought I dropped in. There it is. You can see we wicked to it. A few minutes later, it went right down to 769 and some change. Again, I got over 100% on the play. I was pretty satisfied. Here is my, that's the after one. Where's my actual one? I thought I put my winning one in here. I must have forgot to share it. I know I did share it on Facebook, but that position was beautiful. I got 100%. If you check my last or in my story, I showed the 100% return on that play. So that's the guided traded system that you get. I'm not just dropping the play. I'm not just giving you the indicator. I'm not just telling you which strike prices to take. This gives you the autonomy to say, how much capital do I have? You could have took the 774, 773, 772, 771, or 770, or with me at the 769. But if I go straight in there and put 769 in there, you're not even going to look at the other strikes. You're just going to go to that one and plug it in. So I give you autonomy to know, okay, how much capital do I have? How much can I afford? How many contracts can I actually take? A couple of people could have took 769 and took 3 or 4. But again, if I just go 770, your brain shuts down. You go straight to the path and you don't even look at any of the other strikes. Dearly Cashley, thank you for checking in. Manisha, Discord, DC Freeman, thank you. F3 3042. L Brown, thank you guys. So again, this is what was broke down in Discord, and I'm showing you the setup before we even get here. Now again, I was disappointed in this afternoon because I tried to take my SPX put yesterday with $20. Boom, went straight to $1 because it didn't happen fast enough and I wasn't close enough to the strike. But when I was looking at SPX today and I saw this thing consolidating at 77.40, I said, man, that 720 looks so sweet. But man, we don't drop, it thing gonna get ate up. So I was nervous, but where did we go to? Right down to the levels. Anybody who's taking my SPX class or deals with me in the Discord, I've shown you guys how to mark up your charts. And I also got a little freebie for you guys. Well, not a freebie. a special for you guys if you stay to the end. We won't be on here long. Give me 15 minutes and I'm gonna wrap everything up, because with one of my clients, I saw some strike prices that we need to pay attention to. And then I wanted to get you guys set up. When you scroll down Facebook today, you're gonna see a whole bunch of contracts that said $20, $10 to 6,000. You need to know how they did that. They're trading with much more leverage with volatility toward the end of the day, preferably power hour, and they're using very little bit of capital, but they're getting in and out. If you're not quick on your fingers, if you're going to be distracted, do not attempt these plays. It's just going to wipe your account out. But there was a lot of opportunity to change people's lives today. These contracts were dirt cheap and they went well over the money. If you traded SPX today, drop SPX in the chat. If you didn't, let me just show you what you missed out on. So what site I'm on bar chart, and this is going to allow us to go back and look at how the trades played out today. Now I can't put these on 30 seconds, but let's see if I can do, yeah, that gives you a little more idea. Here's what you're seeing from SPX earlier today. Those contracts were about to expire. So they're getting dirt cheap, $5 and $10. And then you get the God candle, the last 30 seconds. And that's why, well, last minute. And this is why I say you got to be quick on your fingers. You can't be fiddling around trying to see what's going to play out. I usually put my trade in and I just set it for like 100%, 200% or $100 so I can get out, so I catch this and I don't get caught up in slippage, because this is literally a 1 minute candle that's making all of this money. Can you enter the trade? Yes. Will it be tricky? Yes, but certain brokers will allow you to. Again, this contract was $10 or $20 and it went over 6,000. I literally didn't get it. I'm watching this 772 contract, but when I was looking at it during the consolidation period, and it was still fairly expensive. I'm like, man, I'm not getting in that thing. Then you can look at the time. This is got noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and it's coming on down. I'm like, man, it's losing money, it's losing steam. But I know at the end of the day, this thing might come back. But it was so far out of the money. But it didn't matter. It still got paid. Like that 6,000, even if you got closer. This is the 7740. This was $200 turned into $7,537 in 2 minutes. Again, paying mortgages at the end of the day. Now, most of y'all saying, well, I don't have 200, I didn't have 50, or I don't know how to trade SPX. And that's totally fine that you don't know how. I would say you need 100 to 500 to be playing around with SPX. You do need to know how to mark up your chart and have a broker and some good Wi-Fi, or connected to your server to be, your internet, so you're not getting any lag when doing these plays. And you also probably need a class that I actually taught. I actually taught back in February. I back tested this for about 3 months before I even put the class on. And I wasn't even going to offer it, but a lot of people enjoyed it. So I put together an SPX class where I break down how SPX picks up so much volatility toward the end of the day, especially power hour, where you can reach this potential. And so I got 2 things for you guys tonight. One, if you look in the top corner, there is a 7-day free trial to the Discord. Tomorrow at Power Hour, I'm going to be trading live. Everybody in the Discord is going to get a Zoom link, and we're going to trade Power Hour live, where you get the breakdown and know which contracts to look for, and a specific system that 2 of my traders have fallen upon that gives you very strategic 80 to 90% return. So if you're not already in the Discord, go ahead and grab that link. Get over there. Come join us. Come make some money with us. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is the class. Now, I haven't been promoting the class because, again, I did it back in February. Those who got it are excelling. Those who don't are still struggling. I thought I'd bring it back to you guys and give it to you. The class was $97. So I thought I'd give it back to you guys again. It's $100. You get a class where I break down how to trade SPX during Power Hour. Who is this for? This is for the people who don't have time to sit at the chart all day. This is for the people who have capital, but again, don't have time to sit at the chart all day. Or the people who work a 9 to 5, but they can take their lunch during Power Hour. This is for you. This is what you want to understand. This is the system that you need to break it down. Anybody can. It's so late in the day. If somebody's going to sell you the signals on SPX, you're probably just going to waste your money, because this thing is going to move so fast. By the time they send you the signal, you see it and enter it, that move will already been made. So you need to know how to see the system before that happens. So if you've already had my SPX class, drop a 1. If you've never had it and you want it, drop a 7. So if you've taken the class, drop a 1. If you want it and you haven't taken it, drop a 7. Y'all let me know if y'all want it, and I'll post the link. As we keep going, I was working with one of my clients and we were looking at the bigger picture. A lot of people are staying kind of you're in a bubble. You got tunnel vision when looking at the market, but when you look at it, you need to take those blinders off. And I want y'all to look up on the higher time frame at some of the gaps that we've left. And those are what I'm paying attention to. And it made me go check the option chain. So as we're looking, you can see, let me cut VWAP off for a second. We've left some strategic gaps. And we left a gap up here. While this one's not showing. Not sure. If I come back down to a 4 hour, we'll probably see it. But we've been leaving these little small gaps up. My concern is the higher we go, and we can still go up and hit 800, but the harder we're going to fall back down to complete these gaps. We always say in the trading community, all gaps must fill, but I like to add on the caveat, the question is when. And with us not knowing when this is going to fill, we're going to have a hard drop down, but we never know exactly when that's going to happen. We can take a look at the equity clock. If you've never seen it before, this is what it is. It gives you what the S&P did last year, seasonality. They don't always mimic each other, but it does let us know, after September, we might get a run up. We're going to get red October, but this is coming down. And then we get into that Santa Claus rally toward the end of the year. 777s. The question is when. Absolutely. Let's go. Okay, some people want it. So if you haven't already scrolled, if you're new or you're just tuning in, just rewind it back and you get the 7 days to trade with me tomorrow. If you're already in there, let me drop that SPX replay. So once you purchase the class, I'll send you the replay video. It'll have a little more information on how to book a one-on-one if you want to trade live with me by yourself. Some people like, hey, I don't want a whole bunch of people on a call. I just want it to be me and you. Let's secure the bag and get the money. I have clients like that. They don't want to be around other people, and they pay to have that exclusivity with me. They're VIP, and they can do that. So that offer will be inside of that email. So I will get that to you guys. Again, I thoroughly break down how to mark up your chart, what to look for, what are we doing in SPX, and how they're getting those returns. So don't be fooled by everybody coming online telling you just trade SPX. You're going to blow your account. Don't come screaming at me after that. I'm going to hold your hand, but I'm going to say I told you so as well. But I just popped up that widget. All you got to do is scan that QR code. Once you get it, I'll have your email address. Make sure you're using the email address that you want that replay class to go to. That's the only way I'll know unless you email me. So make sure you pop that in there. Oh, hey, Billy. Let's get it. So as we were looking, market's going to come down at some point, but we really don't know when or how far. But we do know some levels here. And if you look strategically, there is a 67 level right here. So I want you guys to add some contracts to your watch list to look for. If you've been in my Discord, you know my watch list go hard. So I was like, I'm not going to be stingy. I'm going to give the watch list to everybody. So here are some of the contracts that I'm looking for on SPY. So let's go out to September 18th. And I'm going to tell you why I'm looking at them. So let's go September 18th. And so you guys, I'm going to scroll and you guys tell me what y'all are seeing pop up. Anything standing out? And I'm going to stop right here. So I was looking at the option train, like I just showed y'all that 670 strike. So it put me straight here. That volume and open interest is very strong. And that leads me to believe we're going to have a pullback between sometime now and September. It doesn't have to come all the way back to this level, but it just lets me know that they're kind of inching into these plays. And so this is the one that stands out. It stands out a lot because that's a lot of open interest and not a lot of volume pulled out of it. So they're sitting in here holding this position and it's not too expensive. Now, it's not going to make a heck of a lot of money if you're just looking at the $4 for the delta, but you got to look at how many contracts somebody might be sitting on. So if it's $100, $150 a contract and they're taking, say 1,000, maybe 500, even 200, 200 times 4, that's $800 off a small return. They're low risk, very, very low theta, low delta too, but it takes the risk off with a genuine, I think a very generous reward. So the option contracts that I want y'all to look at and add to your watch list are the September 18th, and somebody drop them in the chat for me. September 18th, 665 put, this one, the 670 put, this one, and the 700 put. Add these to your watch list. If you can afford them, grab them. That they're just on my radar right now. I'm not ready to get into them, but these are the ones that stand out. After we get over some type of pullback, I want you guys to then jump forward to January the 15th, 2027. Then I want you to add, and I have it on my watch list now, but we'll start to look to get into position 900. And just for giggles, we're going to add the 1,000 because people are out here and it's only $16. So we'll add it just to keep an eye on it. So we have upside and we have some downside. Also, we'll double back to December 18th and put that 900 strike as well. Now, Chaz, why would you go from the put side to the call side? When do we get in? What are we looking for? Well, I'm looking for activity on that chain. We add it now so we can see, do people start scaling more into that chain? Because that's the little breadcrumb that we look for. We follow the money. So if we get these little breadcrumbs, we know where they're going. Now, I do want to say, caveat, this is for educational purposes. This is not financial advice. But when I tell you guys to add these contracts, that doesn't mean it's going to drop to 70. It doesn't mean it'll drop to 670. All we need for is it to go toward our particular strike for us to make money. A lot of times y'all get hung up on the strike. So if I tell you 769 put, you're holding SPY until it hits that level. It just needs to go toward it for us to make some money. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If you think this is good, it's like, keep going, trash. If it's trash, tell me go in the live. Y'all tell me if it's trash, say in the live. If it's good, say keep going, trash. Because I don't want to talk to myself, and if it's trash and y'all don't see it, and I might just be shooting the bird, y'all just let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Who got the black screen? Can y'all see my screen? Y'all can see my screen, right? Oh, okay. You can see it now. Cool. I was delayed. Y'all adding those contracts. Okay, you can see it. This is great stuff. Dr. Chaz really understands how the option chain works to give you the insight on where the market can go. Keep going, Chaz. Keep it on. Keep going. Okay. Miss Sharon, thank you for checking in. G-Town says, keep it going. All right. Oh, that's Diamond Dave. I didn't even read the name. Okay, I see it. All right. So this is what you look for. It's not to jump in today. Those calls, let's do the reverse. Let's let your brain think. As we hit highs, that's when you want to grab these put contracts. Once the market sells off, that's when you want to grab the call. So they're going to be on your watch list now. They may go a little bit negative, but we need to know the positioning. Once we start to see the market sell. So Chaz, when do I take it? Dang, gotta tell y'all everything to do. But I'm gonna tell you anyway. Let's come up here. Let's go up on the daily chart. We got one red candle. So we could continue to push up. That doesn't tell me we're in a bullish run. We really just got out of this range. We have been in this bit of a range since June. So this has just been ranging. So we need to see this come back down to see those positions take place in order for us to feel that other downside. Because right here we were trending down. Now we're trending back up. We need to see a trend down to take those positions. So that gives you an idea. Let us lose 770. Let us lose 765. Let us lose 760. Definitely if we lose 740s, those 700, 725s are going to come back in place. And so again, this is where my brain works. I want you guys to see the chart right here before you cut all the indicators, all the blah, blah, blah onto your chart. You need to be able to understand it right here. Even for today's trading, if you got wrecked, you were literally trading against the chart. I broke it down and told you guys, once we broke below that level of that 200, we were going to sell down. And where did it sell down to? It filled the gap. So if I cut my indicators back on, there was a gap right here. And what did it do? Once we entered the gap fills. What did it do? We got the low of the day. We had a little bit of support, 770. Like, how did you know, Chad? 770 is a strong psychological area that we had just gotten over. So naturally, we can bounce from there. And that's why I told the group, hey, be careful at 770 for that reversal bounce at the 400 MA. Then it was like no man's land. Don't take a trade. It's no trade, no trade, no trade until we broke out. And it didn't break out until the end of the day. And that's where all the money was made. So a lot of times y'all are in here just throwing cash at the market. And if you want to do that, I'll gladly drop my cash app or my Zelle if you just feel like you got to place a trade. And I'm gonna give you the same return market. You send me $20, I'm gonna send you 10 back. Because that's all you're gonna get from the market when it's consolidating. You're gonna lose, lose, lose. They're banking on retail, trap retail in here because they're getting excited. Okay, the market's going back up. It's going back down. Let me get a put. And then it goes back up. All they're doing is playing with your money doing consolidation. So there's only three things you're really doing throughout the day in the market. Anything other than that, you're overcomplicating it. Market's going up, we take a call. Market's going down, we take a put. Market's consolidating, we do nothing. You only got three things to do. I ain't never had a job where you only had three things to look for and to do. You probably got to email somebody. You probably got to wait for this person to submit their information. You probably got to wait for phone calls from customers to come in to update accounts. This is literally one job or skill where you just look for three things. Does the market go up and I take a call? Does the market go down? I take a put. The market does nothing. Market trades sideways. I do nothing. Is that understandable? You don't get into those, Billy. You don't get into these until we get a clear sign of a reversal. That we're trending down for those puts, and once we hit the bottom, that's when we want to start looking for the ones to the top. You gotta train your brain. Like this is the easiest. Like it's easy for me now. I only frustrate myself when I break a rule. And that's the only thing they break. Like y'all will break a rule when trading and y'all give it up. Again, y'all have bad relationships and still date. Like, why are y'all so hard on the market? Like, I have a bad trading day. Okay, cool. Come show back up tomorrow. It's gonna still give me some more money. And we're gonna rinse and repeat it again Monday through Friday. Relax on the weekend. It's super easy. But I hope this was good. We got I think I wrapped it up. We're at about 22 minutes, so I got about 8 more minutes with y'all, and then we're gonna rock and roll. So if y'all got any questions, if anybody wants to come up, I'll share the link. I always do this. Nobody ever decides to come up, but I'll do it again. If anybody has StreamYard, you want to come up and ask questions, tell me why I'm wrong or why these are great or why they're horrible, come up. If not, we're gonna get up out of here. So I gave you guys 7 days free. If you want to trade SPX or trade spot or power hour with me tomorrow, you need to be inside of the Discord. I gave you 7 days free. Just roll the video back, scan the QR code. They give you 7 days free inside of the Discord, and you'll get a Zoom link inside of my channel. Pull up, live trade with me. Do I do this every day? No, that's like another job. I don't. Do we have people in there that do this every day? Yes, we do have live trading every day in the morning and in the afternoon, but me just on certain days because I'm usually with private clients. But I hope y'all really enjoyed this. I don't know how long I'll leave this up because it's really great information, really quick, and people don't appreciate it. So again, like it, share it. If I don't see the views, I'll delete it. I'll put it behind my paywall and just leave it for my Discord members. But if you caught it live, you got it. If not, we'll see if I get it. So like this, share it. I want to see Facebook posts. I want to see Instagram lives. Y'all don't give people who give away the game for free enough credit. And you definitely don't share it. And I want y'all to stop gatekeeping. It's a $1 trillion market. So if you learn this skill, if you learn something new, if everybody in that's a subscriber to my channel took these trades, we are not going to even pivot the market. Nobody's going to come up on our doorstep. They're not going to freaking care. So why not keep telling your community? I really had to make a post this week. Like, I get kicked out of Facebook groups all the time. I get kicked out of groups. I get kicked out of all kind of communities because they feel like if they kick out the smart person, you should be concerned. If you, again, I ain't gonna go too far. If you watch Silo, You won't understand. They don't want to reproduce smarter people. They want the dumber down community to continue to flourish. So if you're in a community and they kick out the smart people, you should be concerned. I did 6 free classes and I got kicked out of a community. Didn't even know I got kicked out. Don't even know why, because they didn't tell me, but possibly because I gave the people information they really needed for free. That's the alarming part. When the smart people get kicked out, you should follow the smart person. If you stay with the herd, just stay with the herd. But if all of us are going out of one gate and there's a second gate, I'm gonna go out the second gate. Why we all gotta file out the same gate? They're gatekeeping. This might not even push and get it might get flagged too because I'm not gatekeeping the information. None of this was paid. I just decided, hey, I saw something on a call with one of my one-on-one clients, and I just said I'm going to share it with you guys. Potential for the 31 people on this call to make some money, make a play, set themselves up for Christmas. But a lot of people say, nah, I'm not going to share that one. That was too much. I'm not going to share it. Man, get out of here. Facts, they want to rule over the sheep on Silo. Yeah, like if you're not watching Silo and if you're a sheep, now I feel sorry for you, but you got to think different. You gotta find where it's quiet. Like I hate to say it, but Sausage Santana say it's quiet on the creek. Man, all that loud stuff, that's a distraction. I like the creek. You ever been to the creek? Have you ever been fishing? When you sit down in your trade and get out of all the hype and really get to know your chart, the money comes. It's like fishing. The quieter you are, the better your bait, the more fish you'll bring. But y'all want to be excited. Y'all want to go with the Nvidias. Y'all want to go with the hype of SpaceX. Let me show y'all SpaceX because y'all love musky. Y'all love y'all some musky. Let me show y'all what SpaceX doing. Let's actually, I didn't even pull up the option chain, but man, once this thing break that, you see the neck where it's gonna break. Once we break 104, it's gonna get nasty. So let's go look at the option chain. Let's give it about, I still like the September 18th. Let's look at September 18th on SpaceX and see if we can find some money. So September 18th, and we're gonna look at puts at 100. There we go. There's the money. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a little before that though. My birthday's the 20th, so I always come to this straight. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, it's gonna get juicy in here. Okay, let's go back. I digress. But yeah, 105. Look at that 105. Look at that 100. Day after my birthday. Look at the Delta. Yeah. So yeah, lovely SpaceX. If y'all got another ticker, y'all got like 6 more minutes. If you got a ticker you want me to check out, go ahead and throw it, and then we're gonna get up out of here. That's why they kicked you out. Yeah, I get kicked out of plenty of communities, and I don't know until I go and like go post something. I'm like, dang, I can't share to that particular group. Then I'll go look for the group, and then I just go to my sidekick. I go to my wife account. My wife's still in the group, and I'm like, dang, they kicked me out. That's wild. Then I go to Discord, and I'm like, oh, it was another group, and I wanted to share something, and I went in the Discord no more. They had kicked me out, and I just be like, it's wild. Again, when they kick the smart people out, be concerned. Um, they have lockup tomorrow, and that is the first meeting this year. Absolutely. Once they get there by the new year, let's actually look at the new year. Like this thing is straight trash. This was the beholding of the bag holders. I even like that $5. I come out here and put $5 on a. I ain't gonna do that. I'll probably do 50. I like the 50. Nifty 50 at the beginning of the year. It's going to get a little bit room. Let's say that it's going to get a little bit of Santa Claus rally. People might just get a little bit of hype. Muskie comes on and hypes it up, and they reel y'all in a little bit more, and I'm just going to be looking at puts. Like if I didn't learn anything else from Diamond Day, the retail chart is like a business has to work hard to make money. They could do nothing and fail. They could try really hard and fail. So I'm all for the puts on here. CS Pascal always got something different. CSX. Pascal. So okay, Pascal. This is it's a low ATR. So again, we use a long term swing. You probably want to be looking at 52, 53s to the upside on the gap back up. But this is a slow mover, so by time get a month out or something if you're looking on there. If it can't reclaim this gap right here, then it can continue to sell down. But you can see it's like in this, it's back in this range. So again, over 52, then you got room to retrace that upside. CSX, let's look at the chain and see if we can find some money. And go August and go 52. Yeah, 52 and a half. There you go. There's the call I would go with. GE. Now you got something I know. GE. G is going to be expensive. Hit high double top. Uncharted, so you want to stay within about $5 and $10 increments to the upside. So 385, 385, 390, and then this could trend back down because you can see once we hit here before, it trended back down. So call side 385, 390, put side 380, 375. So let's look at GE. And we can look at weeklies and a few of the monthlies. This is going to be pricier for most folks, and then I don't really like the chain because it's thin just because of the price. So go out to that monthly. Yeah, it's too costly. I wouldn't touch GE. SoFi. SoFi is my rookie of the year. I love it. I invest in it. It's made me plenty of money. If you don't already have shares, let me drop that one too. If you don't have a SoFi account, just get it. Invite somebody, get the money, just get the free money if you don't do anything else. So there's the free money play. Scan the QR code. Deposit your $25 or $50. They're gonna give you $25 or $50. Put it in your investment account. Come back and say, Chaz, help me get some more money. But that's a free way for you to learn how to trade. I don't like their platform. It's a little bit slow, and I lost some money last week because it did not execute my stop. And so I'm gonna give them some feedback because they need to fix the platform. It's pretty trash, but all their other benefits are great. Definitely SoFi back to 20. Definitely Santa Claus rally. They just got to get over these humps. So I like SoFi back to 20. You just got to be careful on the weeklies. Definitely buy more time on SoFi because when they say stupid stuff, it can kind of give a little bit of a pullback. But I still like them to 20. You see 1920s, kind of skip over the half marks again. Most people who've traded or traded with me, I tell you guys, traders don't like half marks, so they don't get enough attention. Boom, there's the money. September 18th, 22. That's the money. Y'all go ahead and add that one to the watch list. I will too. I like that one. I'm adding it to my watch list right now. Everybody drops SoFi September 18th, 22 call. Add that to your watch list. Keep an eye on that. It doesn't have to go to 22. We can get into 22 to go to 20. We get paid. You don't have to hold this to 22. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to hold this to 22. You don't have to hold this to 22. You don't have to hold it to 22. So when you come to me and you say you let your SoFi trade go to zero, I'm going to tell you, you don't have to hold it to 22. All right. So we got September 18th. Let me add that one to my watch list. We got calls 22, and it's cheap. It's $31. So you just go do it. Just like Nike, just do it. All right, let me get back to these comments. I had such a long day at work, but this is so motivating. Glad I caught this. Like, absolutely. I'm glad. Pascal, 50. Yes, get SoFi account, y'all. SoFi. There we go. All right, guys. This has been fun. Any other tickers? Oh, Billy's in the room. Billy, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm just absorbing the knowledge and appreciate your wisdom on everything. It seems like you got the sniper eyes on spy, and I just want to learn how to have the same sniper eyes as you because I still sharpening my edge and everything, but I'm not quitting. You see what I'm saying? So I'm here.
If you don't quit, I ain't gonna quit on you. Billy's in the community. I'm not giving up on Billy. I'm gonna make him a spy whisperer too. He's getting it. You're getting it. You just got to give it a little bit more room, and it takes a little bit more capital.
Right.
But as long as you stick around, I got you. It's gonna be fun.
Dope,
Y'all
dope,
see
dope.
Billy up here. So Billy's a Discord member. Again, I appreciate Billy. And again, when you get outside the zone, I reward that. So Billy's been my first person to come up on the live. So I'm gonna give Billy another free one-on-one. Billy was helping other people in the community, so I just reached out to him on the side and was just like, "Hey, if you want a one-on-one, let's hop on some calls and stuff." So I'm gonna do it again because
Oh yeah.
Billy's my first person. So I appreciate you, Billy. Again, I'm getting more comfortable
There you
being
go.
on YouTube, and I appreciate you coming up. I've been doing this for about a year or so, and nobody other than the moguls that came up, but nobody I've invited from chat has come up. So I appreciate you so much, Billy. Y'all, everybody, give it up for Billy. In the chat, throw some
There you go.
congratulations to Billy because I appreciate him coming on. Let's see what that's Pastor. Pastor says the bull trout will begin tomorrow. It's had a decent earning, so retail will be pulled in for liquidity. And down goes Fraser. Absolutely down goes Fraser. Billy putting in that work. You got it. Thank you guys for supporting Billy. Again, I reward people who come up. I ask y'all every day to come up, but I never told y'all I give away a one-on-one. So now everybody might try to come up, but yeah, I like people who just take the initiative to do it before everybody else does. So I appreciate it. So we're gonna be live tomorrow for Power Hour. So yeah, we're gonna make some money, Billy. We're gonna probably try to flip that 10 or 20 bucks at the end of the day. So leave some capital ready. We got it. We got it.
All right,
Any
let's go. Let's
let's
do
see.
it.
Congrats to Billy. So anything else? Any ticker you want to look at, Billy, before we close it out?
Yeah. So today, I was looking at SPA. I don't know if you're checking any charts right now, but I
Yeah.
was looking
What
at
you got?
SPA, and based on the conversation that we had, I have my stop set at about 20%, but I don't know if it was too tight because I kept, you know, getting, booted out of my trades today. So this is why I was like, okay, is this price action today that's not
It was
giving,
very
or
low
is just
volume today. So
yeah?
you had to stay in. So I traded from my Robinhood, so I actually didn't have a stop. I just
Oh,
knew
okay.
it was gonna go where I needed to go and I needed to wait. So the first 30 minutes, again, you guys you should be speed dating before 9 a.m. And then we had this gap to fill. So usually when I have a gap, I just come and retrace it with my rectangle because that's gonna give me another edge. It gives me the midline of that gap. So first thing we're not pushing up. So what you're looking at on the chart is who's in control. Are they going to find more buyers up top? And they kind of didn't because they've exhausted the move. And then we started looking to the downside. Now, pre-market high, pre-market low as well. I'm just not going to draw it right now. And all we're waiting for is after that 9 is for us to get to after VWAP. So if we got in a little early on the break, it was still fine. And I took my target was already at the 400 MA. So the 400 MA was sitting here at 770. I'm like, that's the target. I'm going to hold it to my target. Now you can see as I'm holding it for my target, I am pulling back and probably getting a little bit negative or losing a little bit of premium because it's slow. There's low volume. So market makers are going to eat up and theta is going to eat up my premium. But we do keep edging down. So unless I get a close above my VWAP, there's no real reason for me to get out of my put. And
Mm,
we do go down and fill the gap. So one exit could have been entry below VWAP and then exit at the bottom of the gap. And then your second exit or TP would be that 770. Once we get here, psychologically, we probably had buyers sitting down here. Let me cut the order block
the
on.
order blocks. Yeah, I think
I
there was
don't
an order
see it.
block at the
Maybe it's some
bottom
fair
there.
value gaps, but probably earlier today, before while the market was open, we had order blocks down here, so they bought it back up, but they didn't do much, and we see it wasn't a strong continuation because we get a consolidation zone. Once we get this consolidation zone, I need a full candle closing above this band to take a call, and you can see it gets here, gets wrecked, pushes up, gets wrecked, pushes up, gets wrecked. So now I'm looking for if we can't push up, I need a break below the band, and it doesn't happen until power hour, that last minute candle, and boom, it got paid. So this was the move, and then you do nothing in here, and you just have to wait, and you probably had to have your finger on the trigger. There is a detail that I'm gonna give. If you look in the chat, Billy, they broke down what candle to look at, and we're gonna look at
Is it the
that.
54, 55?
We're not giving it to them. They got to come to Discord for it because that is not our. It's not
Right.
proprietary, but the two
All right.
Discord members found it. So you got to come to Discord. If you heard it, you better use it. If you didn't, you need to come to Discord to find out the two candles that gives away what's going to happen toward the end of the day. But
All
that's
right.
it. Theta, yeah, contract selection. This was another thing. When you're not trading with enough capital and you're getting further out of the money, Theta eats it up a lot faster. So that bottom number, which was 769, was like probably the furthest out of the money we could get and still get a return with such low movement. So we're gonna go over that too, Billy. I think that's gonna be a strong contender in giving you a turnaround. Is looking at contracts and knowing which strikes to take.
Yeah, typically I would go three options out the money.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you have low capital, then there's certain contracts that may um, make the move, even if you're a little bit out. But yeah, it would depend on delta and maybe other factors, because I noticed that some of them that are a little bit out the money do have higher open interest compared to some that are, in the middle of outside the 2 or 3 contracts. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And see, when we
sometimes it
don't
really
have enough
depends.
capital in the 2 to 3, that's when we change tickers. So if I'm trading QQQ and I don't have enough capital,
They
you
go to
step it down to
IWM.
SPY. When I don't have SPY capital in the first 3 or 4, then I step it down to IWM because you're going to get more affordability trading the smaller cap.
I find that IWM sometimes doesn't move the same as
It
SPY.
doesn't move the same, but you can still grab that 30%.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this has been fun, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all did, again, run those sevens, drop some SPX in the chat, and hopefully y'all see y'all in the Discord. Once you get in Discord, find my channel. It's Chaz Guidance. Say hello. Say hello in the social channel, and then look out for that Zoom link. I'll be giving plays throughout the day. If you want me to look at your tickers, you just have to drop them in my channel, and then it's a go. So again, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Again, I know it was late, but when I got stuff on my brain, I got to get it off. I got to make sure y'all see it because there's so much money out here to be made. I can't make it all by myself, so I might as well share the game. And I hate seeing it and I miss it because I forgot to tell somebody. So I'd rather tell somebody and they make the money and I miss it than me keep it to myself and be like, oh, I saw that. It don't matter if somebody saw a trade and they didn't play it. I like to get a play somebody get the money. So yeah. Um, used to simulate my return option before I hop. Absolutely, I add that stuff to that watch list. Simulate that return to see. That's another thing that I use when I'm swinging overnight. If I see I gotta go way too far out, or the move has to be very dramatic to swing over, I won't swing. Um, just won't do it. Who had a question? Super helpful, Chaz. Thank you for sharing it. Absolutely. On Weeple, yeah. So yes, guys, I enjoyed this. I hope y'all have a good night. If you got questions, go on the community. We have a community. There is a community wall. So if you got questions, drop a post. I will answer it. If you're watching this on replay, drop replay and ask your question. I'll get back to it. Hope everybody has a powerful and wonderful trading day tomorrow. Um, yeah, and I hope to see y'all on the inside of the Discord, Mobile Stop Group. If you have any questions, y'all see my email floating across the screen. Shoot me an email. I'll answer any questions you got. But till then, y'all have a good day.